They call it Ibiza, one of the sun-splashed Balearic Islands. It rises calmly, serenely from the brilliant Mediterranean waters, 52 miles off the eastern coast of Spain. The capital, Ibiza town, looks quietly out to sea, recounting 26 centuries of voyagers who have sought her sheltering harbors, her tranquil hills, her gentle fields. Today, Ibiza is still a haven for the searcher, the adventurer, the lover of beauty. Famous artists like the American designer Vera come to capture and be captured by the island's simple grace. In her people, the pride of the Spanish melds with the mystery of the Moors, and her music echoes the yearnings of seafaring men as far back as ancient Carthage. Everywhere there is color, there is form. There's a basic rhythm of nature that Vera translates into design. From her sketch pad will come inspiration for scarves, blouses, dresses, sheets, towels, placemats. An entire collection that reflects the charm of Ibiza. There is so little to possess here. Its people have had only the sun, the wind, the sea, and the earth to provide them. Survival has been discipline. The clean, basic lines of human needs paired to its essence is for the artist purity. Vera's technique evolved from Japanese sumi painting, also an art form of an island people. The style reflects the Oriental philosophy, less is more. Into her design, she weaves the texture of Ibiza, the patience of a people who live by nature's mercy, the harmony of architecture built on limitations, the creativity that goes into every tool, every utensil, because man's need for beauty must express itself, even when there can be no luxuries. The sun is warm and simple as old friendships. There's an effortless unity about Ibiza, as though the island makes each thing, each person, each creation uniquely its own. Perhaps this is what most draws the artist to Ibiza. There is nothing here but the essential, and that is art. The serenity, the eternity of an island in time. A brushstroke of the past brought to life in today's kinetic, exciting, exploding world of textiles at the Printex screen print facilities high above the Hudson River, north of Manhattan. Here, Vera designs are translated from her original sketches and paintings. You've no doubt seen the well-known Vera signature in fashion departments and home furnishings, a name that pioneered the ever-growing beauty revolution that's bringing art into our everyday lives with textile designs. In the Printex studios, a staff of skilled textile artists begin the screen print production process. Vera's painting of the windmill in Ibiza is converted into various designs for the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, for wearing and using, becoming, you might say, our own American folk art. Years of training and practical experience go into the rewarding careers of every textile artist. There are a multitude of demanding jobs to be done in the studio to transfer an original idea, sketch, and design to the completed print. A textile design is not a routine manufacturing process. It's a creative one. And like all creative output, the inspiration is only as great as the execution. Now the magic process of transferring the idea to reality begins. This process is called color separation. The artist places the drawing of the design on the light table with a clear piece of acetate over it. Each color will have its own acetate separation. The parts of the design which are finally to be this particular color are painted with red opaque. The windmill design this artist is working on calls for 7 different color separations. The registration marks are important to correlate the separations and assure accuracy in subsequent printing. In the photo darkroom, each acetate is photographed in contact onto a type of graphic art film to make a permanent copy. The film is developed, fixed, and washed, and sent on its way to be transferred to screens. Meantime, in the screen shop, a new screen frame is being prepared for each of the 7 colors. The strong synthetic fabric, which formerly was silk, is stretched to its maximum tautness and glued to the metal frame. While the frames are being prepared, the design has been trafficked to the color selector. An indispensable member of the creative team, the color selector is responsible for the combinations of colors which will be used in the production process, several different combinations for each design. Here, for example, Vera's windmill motif is being used in a design for scarves, which will be printed in a variety of color combinations. The color selector's choice must now be tailored to the particular characteristics of each fabric. From a color library of thousands of shades, the highly trained color chemist writes a formula. There are not only myriad shades of orange, but different ones for each type of fabric. Oranges for cotton, oranges for silks, oranges for blends, and so on. The formulas for the necessary colors are sent to the color lab, where the components are painstakingly weighed and mixed. Because fabric dyes cannot be judged by the naked eye, careful test procedures are followed until the dye is proven to exactly match specifications. Now the dye for the windmill design is ready. The acetate separations for each of the 7 colors will be photographed onto a screen, a different screen for each color. First, each screen is coated in a darkroom with light-sensitive photo emulsion. The acetate is applied by vacuum pressure contact to the screen, which now reacts like film in a camera. The light comes through the areas of the acetate which are not painted out. The photo emulsion hardens, and the rest of the emulsion is washed off, and the result is a principle of a stencil. The openings in the screen material will let dye through only in the areas that are meant to be that color. The Printex operation is an example of an entirely vertical process. From original sketch to finished product, every step of the manufacturing is supervised by a skilled and trained staff. Every member of the creative team has chosen a career rich in opportunity and one that provides great personal satisfaction. On the flatbed automatic screen print machine, which is but one type of industrial printing machine, the meticulously prepared color and screen come together at last for the culmination of the screen print design process. In our windmill design for a scarf, each of the 7 colors is printed by its own screen in turn. At the other end of the machine, the printed fabric is peeled off and enters a dryer. But so far, the design is only printed on the fabric. That is, the colors, either dyes or pigments, are merely a coating on the fibers. They must be permanently fixed by penetrating the fiber. And so, in the finishing department, the printed fabric is processed for the formulated blending of temperature, time, and steam. Every type of fabric must be treated to fix the colors permanently according to its particular end-use characteristics. After washing and drying, tentering machines restore the fabric back to its desired width. From an artist's conception to complete design, the results must be perfect, and trained eyes must watch carefully for irregularities. The journey to the marketplace begins. Buyers in the showroom are the jury of a design's success. Each one of the hundreds of designs turned out each year from Printex must pass a panel of fashion experts who choose the collections for each season. Island breeze, the welcoming arms of the windmill, fragments of an artist's dream brought together through the joined efforts of textile craftsmen. The beauty of another time, another place, woven into the fibers of our lives.